Good afternoon, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your second video blog of the day for Saturday, July 23rd, 2016, around 3:21 in the afternoon in Berwick, Massachusetts. It's a very hot and humid day, highs in the 90s. Hopefully you're keeping cool, drinking plenty of water, or going to a beach or the pool. And you gotta check up on the elderly this time because because sometimes they're prone to heat waves. And make sure you do not leave your pets in your car during this type of weather. Please don't do it. And one little news item before my next video blog subject is the Boston Celtics re-signed Gerard Green to a one-year contract. He played for the Celtics before in the 2000s, so they signed him again to a contract. He's been playing for other teams, but he's back in the green. The Celtics are improving little by little. They still need a big-name player to be a serious contender in the Eastern Conference. And that's about it on the news. My second video blog subject of the day is about the former ESPN classic sports/comedy show Cheap Seats. Cheap Seats lasted for about 2 seasons, and they had 78 episodes of it, and it was hosted by twin actor and comedians Randy and Jason Schuyler. And Cheap Seats was like a Mystery Science 3000 version of sports, but instead of watching cheesy movies, they watched a lot of sporting events held inside the ESPN archives. The show lasted from February 4th, 2004 to November 19th, 2006. It was produced by Mike Shapiro, and it was usually taped in New York and Los Angeles, but a couple of times they went on the road. And the show was a look at the ESPN archives. In the archives, they had a lot of stuff from ABC's Wide World of Sports, Spelling Bees, Roller Derby, Darts, Pool, Australian rules football, professional wrestling, and they also had some NHL games and some Major League Baseball All-Star games. Each episode was from 30 to 60 minutes. They conduced the videos, would like fast forward them during certain times, and Randy and Jason would have like comments on stuff about how the shows happen, the games or the wrestling matches or roller derby or spelling bee. Plus they had some interesting facts, like great commentating. Some of the segments they had during each show was Do You Care? Which was a little known fact about the videos they were watching. The Cheaper, which was, a thing that something was amazing. What got cut? Usually they have to like conduce on the schedule schedule of each video to about 30 to 60 minutes. They show some highlights that were good but could not make the cut. And they also had a special segment called Breakdown by Sean Salisbury, who at one time was an ESPN NFL analyst, and he showed like maybe the major highlights of that video in his own take. The commentary with like Randy and Jason were pretty awesome, pretty funny and kind of insightful. And from time to time, actors and comedians appeared on Cheap Seats. Some of them were Jim Galerian, Paul Rudd, Zach Galifianakis, even Kathy Griffin appeared on it, and many others. Cheap Seats was probably one of the most popular shows on ESPN Classic of all time. It got a lot of like pimp the like advertisements on ESPN and ESPN2. They even had like pull out ads in the USA Today and ESPN the magazine to promote it. And the show lasted about 2 seasons, 78 episodes. After that, like Randy and Jason thought the show got a little boring, so they went on to bigger and better things. And reruns of Cheap Seats used to be on ESPN Classic for a few years, but basically they don't show that anymore because ESPN Classic is just a throwaway channel now. I liked watching Cheap Seats. It was, you know, the sports version of Mystery Science Theater 3000, but, you know, very, very funny and more entertaining than watching cheesy movies. That's about it on Cheap Seats. And the third and final video blog of the night's coming up, and it will be about WWE Hall of Famer Bobby the Brain Heenan, also known as the Weasel. Listen up, you humanoids. Keep calm, everybody. And I'm a Julie Wedding guy. Molly was blood of WCCOX and has nice legs. Elizabeth Hutt's so stunning. She's the best. Amy Sweezy of Wish 2 is so cute. And Bob Gibbs of ABC 11 has that sweet southern accent. And Linda Church of WPIX Channel 11 in New York is such a cool guy. And in the words of Sean, get out. See you later.